Hey everybody, this is Fred from Sinsanum and you're watching CMS TV.
All right, so what is this thing we're getting into here?
Well, as you know, and I'm sure some of the fans know, unfortunately, Metal Lessons has called it a day, at least for now.
For now.
They have shelved the show Metal Lessons due to family obligations, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
So, for the time being, for people that are Metal Lessons fans, we have filled their time slot with replays of the Metal Madman.
Okay.
Effective tonight, you can hear the Metal Madman right after we're done.
All right.
However, by losing Metal Lessons, I had to go out and find a new show to replace them, and something that's going to keep that Metal Lesson thing going.
Okay.
And I think I found it.
All right.
And of course I went to the bastion of all things good when it comes to radio, Blog Talk Radio, and I discovered Chris P. Benson.
Okay. Now, is it Bacon or Benson?
I think it's Benson.
Well, the way you have it here on the file, it says the Chris P. Bacon Show.
I don't know. I'm sure he'll tell us. Benson, Bacon, whatever.
Okay.
It's matter in a minute.
All right.
But this guy, he's done a two-parter so far and still going strong. He's doing a nightly radio show.
Okay.
And right now he's doing the history of heavy metal. And since he's doing that, I figured where would be a better place to do that than right here on the CMS to replace Metal Lessons.
All right. Well, that sounds that's the format that they started with early on in their career. They were kind of giving us the lessons of metal, where it came from, and all that kind of stuff. And so this guy you feel might be like a worthy replacement?
I'm thinking this guy, well, we'll let the fans decide. I don't want it just to be my opinion. I want everybody to have a say, just like we always do with the CMS radio network.
Okay.
We let everybody listen, and then they can determine for themselves if this is quality.
All right, let's give this guy a listen. At least we think this guy's name is the Chris P. Bacon Show.
Yeah, we think.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, and welcome to the Heavy Metal Show, I guess. I don't know, I really haven't got a name to call it. This is my first time, so I'm hoping to do this every night around 11 California time. For those in, like, eastern states, I guess that'd be 2 in the morning. Wow, that really sucks for those of you in Florida. All right, so
that really sucks. Damn it, more people aren't going to be dialing in to hear me.
Well, I'm going to do this show, but I have no idea what it's called.
Right, it's the Metal Show. Heavy Metal, Rock and Metal Show.
Right, or something like that. I really haven't thought about it.
As my first show, I'm going to call this The History of Heavy Metal, Part 1. I don't know who's listening right now. Probably no one, considering this is my first show. But
okay, well, at least he's realistic.
Yeah, well, he knows. He's got a good counter.
At least no one's listening. Well, at least I don't think anyone's listening.
Right.
Yeah. I hope someone's listening. That'd be pretty sweet. All right, so
that'd be pretty sweet.
Be pretty sweet if somebody's listening.
Somebody's listening to, dude. There's like somebody listening to me and stuff, and that's like pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet. Well, we're all listening now, buddy. You got 15,000 captive listeners.
Right.
So, history of heavy metal. I was on the internet earlier, reading about.com. I don't know if anyone out there's been to about.com.
Well, we've been there.
We've been featured there.
There's like a 7-page interview.
Yeah.
On the Classic Metal Show with about.com.
That's right.
But yeah, it's basically a website about everything, anything and everything. They actually pay people to write their opinions about random stuff. Crazy.
They actually pay people.
Wow.
Wow, you mean like journalists? Wow. No shit.
Wait till you hear what they get paid to write about.
No shit.
Things like, well, whether it be a different genre of music or I don't know, the beer they like, different beer brands and horses, and they have sections for, nose pickers, and anyway.
Really? Nose pickers?
Nose pickers, horses, and beer brands.
Wow. Nose pickers?
No wonder About.com is such a happening place.
Okay, well, I'm going to look that up.
Are nose pickers featured on About.com?
Right.
So I was all in the heavy metal section, and actually kind of thought it sucked, so I figured I'd do my own radio show about heavy metal.
Well, since About.com sets the standard for heavy metal, I can understand how you could do a better job.
I hate to say it, but I looked up nose pickers.
There's actually a thing on there about it?
There's 9-minute picking cure.
Really?
Pickers.
Wow.
Stop picking face. And then an article called On Nose Picking and Art.
Fantastic. So what do? You go through an art museum, pick your nose, and wipe your boogie on a Van Gogh or something?
Guess so.
Okay.
And so, what brought me to this site, I guess. Well, that, and I saw it in an article in Black Enterprise magazine. I don't know who reads that, but yeah. So.
Well, evidently you do because you saw it.
Well, yeah, yeah.
I'd like to start off by saying that heavy metal is a passion of mine. I've been into it since I was about, I don't know, say 14 years old or something. Or so.
And I'm 16 now?
Yeah, I'm 15.
So I've been into it for about 23 and a half months.
Yeah, I've been digging it for 2 months.
And, yeah, just want to give you guys a little insight into some of the crap I like. Anyone can call in at any time to dispute my opinion. Let me see.
Why do they have to dispute you? Why can't they agree with you or maybe add to what you're saying rather than fight you on it?
I know this is super repetitive, but why does every one of these guys come in without a clue on what they want to do?
I don't know. They don't prepare a show. It's just like, hey, I'm going to do a heavy metal show.
Yeah.
But I really don't know what I'm going to discuss or how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to wing it.
Maybe just have a list. I'd like to talk about Black Sabbath, Metallica, Ozzy, and Judas Priest tonight.
Well, I will tell you that that show formerly known as Metal Lessons was an excellent show right out the gate.
It was excellent because they planned each show.
And they did it right.
Look, the shows that we feature on the station, for better or for worse, they are all planned out. In fact, the only one that's not is this one, I think.
Right, we pretty much do this on the fly.
That's because we're so scary talented.
But we've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody else pretty much seems to plan their stuff out. I know the Maximum Threshold guys plan their show out a little bit. I know Red and Andy and Smooth, they plan out what they're going to do. Everybody plans, and we do on some level too. I mean, we plan the interviews and whatnot, make sure that we know what we're talking about. But these guys just go into it totally cold.
Yep. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah, hail and kill me again.
That's enough.
What's the number? Hang on, what was? I know they gave you guys a number here.
Hang on. Did you think about maybe writing it down prior to starting the show and having it on a card in front of you? And the number here is.
Maybe it's on your screen.
I even know what the number is here in the studio, but I actually have a big recipe card that says CMS toll-free studio line, and I got it written here.
I actually had it written down for a long time until I memorized it.
Mm-hmm. But I still have it written, and it's taped here on the console.
Sure.
I even do that.
Yeah, you have to.
Guest call-in number 646-595-2902. Anyone would like to call in, tell me how I'm doing, what a crappy job I'm doing? That would be awesome. I know someone's going to call up and be like, man, you suck. You really suck balls. You don't know what you're doing. Because I don't. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'd like to dispute your crappy opinion. Yeah. Yeah, mother... You know I'm playing G.
Did he say G?
G?
Did he say G?
He sure did.
You know what I'm saying, G?
I'm saying G.
So is he saying that African Americans are drawn to heavy metal music?
Hey, you. Why are you watching this with commercials? Go commercial-free and unlock exclusive content. Become a VIP today on Locals, Substack, or Rumble Premium. Stop waiting.
No, I got to step away from that. For God's sakes, man. You don't need to go from left to right like that. I mean, this is a bell curve, man.
Okay. I was just wondering.
African Americans are not the only ones that say G.
Well, okay.
Could be Puerto Rican.
All right.
Hey, you don't know. You're racist.
But anyway, I guess I'm just going to talk about the history of heavy metal. All right. So in the early days, we'll say the 60s, right, there was a little band called Steppenwolf. Well, actually, way before that. All right, let's go back even further to, 1930s Delta Blues. There were
Really?
30s.
He went to Steppenwolf in the 60s, but kicked back 30 more years to the Delta Blues.
I'm going to say this. I can, in my history of listening to metal, I've not heard anybody go back to the Delta Blues.
Okay. I think he's going back to the Robert Johnson and the Howling Wolf area, Led Zeppelin.
I guess. Back 20,000 years ago, there was a caveman beating on a wall, and he beat faster than the other guys. They called that heavy rock,
right?
Because they didn't have metal at that point.
Right, and they were using rocks.
That's right, so it was heavy rock.
Bands out there where you could hear the rust on the strings when they played because they were so sad, so anguished. Their guitar cried for them.
Did he say you could hear the rust on the strings? You could hear the rust on the strings?
Because the guitar cried and it rusted the strings.
A little moisture build up there.
That's what he said. He said the guitar was crying and it had rust on the strings.
Holy shit.
Yeah, their guitar, kind of like George Harrison said, while my guitar gently weeps, these people, their guitars cried. It was sad. The blues was a sad music, mostly.
Because it was sad.
Because it was sad.
It was sad.
Is that your guitar?
It's gently weeping. I wish you had that sound clip you used for the Rev when he...
Oh, I wish I had the baby crying. I don't have it anymore.
Sad. Just the most expressive of any music form out there. I mean, one could say jazz is expressive in a happy way, but the blues went through this diverse array of emotions. It was it went from, I mean, everyone thinks of the blues as being sad, but there's happy blues, which is called ragtime, and then there's angry, like when Hendrix did Hey Joe. He was deeply influenced by the blues, by the way. When Jimi Hendrix did Hey Joe, and he said, I'm going down to shoot my old lady, that's vengeful, angry. There was angry blues, of course, sad blues. There was confused. There were a lot of really confused people, that did the blues. People.
A lot of confused people.
A lot of confused people playing the blues. Blues.
Like this guy here?
Yeah, he does seem confused,
He's a bit confused.
You meet on the street nowadays that you would find crazy. you know, those crazy homeless people. Here in San Diego, there's tons of them. You walk down the street, and you see a guy, and you're like, damn, that dude is insane. That's what you'd say to yourself.
Really?
And there's thousands of these people. Well, back in the day, those people would be the ones prone to sing the blues. And
the crazy homeless people were the ones prone to sing the blues? Really? The crazy homeless people. Shh. Open up the window. Sometimes in the night air you can hear crazy homeless people singing the blues.
Hey, you dirty bastard, you want a sandwich? Get in here and sing.
yeah, I kind of consider myself one of those. I mean, I listen to the music, and it's soulful. It's power, pure power. All this power went into, like, their fingers. You could feel your own fingers bleed. You could feel your own fingers bleed listening to their guitar work. And
really? Oh, you know what? This guitar work, I'm feeling my fingers bleed.
I'll tell you what, I'm never buying any of their stuff.
No.
I don't want to feel my fingers bleed.
I can feel it.
I don't want to feel that.
My fingers are bleeding.
Oh, how can that be? You're not listening.
It's pretty awesome. I'm going to have to be honest with you.
Really?
And I don't know. I don't know why no one's in my chat room right now. Hey, if you're here and you're listening, please go into my chat room.
Holy shit.
Give me a little call, something. Someone let me know that you're out there and that this is even recording right now.
Hello. Is anybody listening? Is anybody out there? Holy shit. So you get on Blog Talk Radio, that means you have instant audience built in.
That's right. Don't have to promote it, nothing.
Because it really doesn't feel like... I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't.
Thank you.
So if anyone's out there, hop into my chat room and say so. Anyway,
okay.
What was I getting at?
What were you getting at?
Crazy back people. In the 30s and 40s were prone to do the blues, and it never really caught on popularity-wise. You must excuse me, I'm drinking a Red Bull right now.
He took after the metal experts, drinking and eating while he's doing his show.
Well, from the sound of this guy, he needs to drink about 20 more Red Bulls. He's about asleep.
So basically, crazy homeless people sang the blues.
And they played so well that it can make you think that your fingers are bleeding.
All right, well, I've got that so far. Okay, go ahead.
Yep, it's good.
Get my energy pumping. I like live off adrenaline, to say the least. I live off adrenaline. That's
okay.
Right. And I know everybody out there that like adrenaline. Everybody likes adrenaline. Come on, if you like adrenaline, hop into my chat room now and tell me what adrenalizes you, what makes you angry, what pisses you off.
Wait a minute, aren't we talking about the history of heavy metal here?
You follow along, Neeley. For God's sakes.
And not only that, but he changed the affect on his voice.
Right, he's a little more street.
Okay.
Because that'll bring the people into the chat.
Okay, I gotcha.
Keeps as he called.
You just have to say something about it. Or maybe not even chat. Just give me a call at, what's that number? 646-595-2902.
Okay.
Please call.
Please call.
It says there's one caller, but I'm guessing that's me. I don't know. Let's see. Host is on air. Yeah, that's me. Anybody at all?
I'm going to sit here and wait for that call.
Yeah. All right. So, kind of makes me want to play that Jeopardy music. You know, please call. Do.
Uh-huh.
Well, oh yeah. So anyway, the blues.
Yep.
Blues.
Are you back to this again?
One of the prominent figures that influenced heavy metal early on, or influenced the blues, should I say, would be Robert Johnson and the Delta blues genre. Delta blues is like, all right, you got the blues, which is like Muddy Waters and B.B. King, and they're great electric blues players, and yes, they have soul, But the Delta blues was like the most heart-wrenching. There's the guttural vocals, which obviously transferred into the heavy music later, like vocals you can understand. That's what I love about metal. You can't understand it at all.
Really? You can't understand heavy metal music at all?
It's good, and that's what he loves about it.
Yeah, none of the vocals are audible at all. You can't make out anything, and no heavy metal song.
That's right. That's why I enjoy Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, because I can't understand anything they're saying.
Mm-mm.
Crazy, man, crazy. And the guttural vocals, and what really dignified it was the guitar playing. It's anyway, Robert Johnson had a huge influence on Eric Clapton. I'll get into Eric Clapton later. But
so was Eric Clapton considered heavy metal outside of maybe what Cream did in the early days?
Oh, that's what he's going to get to. He's going to tell you.
Well, that's why I'm listening to this guy, because he's teaching me a thing or three.
Are you getting your lessons so far?
Yeah, so far.
Don't you think? Good replacement for metal lessons?
Oh, yeah. Just awesome.
He's good.
He was the first artist to really... See, nowadays, everybody and their mom is selling their soul to Satan, which is cool, you know. You go ahead and sell your soul to Satan.
Really? Did your mom sell her soul to Satan?
I don't know.
Everybody and their mom is selling their soul to Satan today.
Guess so. Which is cool, according to him.
Except for Blackie went and got his back.
That's right. He took it back.
If I could play guitar like Robert Johnson, I might just, do what he did. But he was the first artist we look back in modern times and say he sold his soul for rock and roll.
Really?
And no one really... I obviously didn't do it for promotional reasons because, ideas... what do you call that? Some kind of marketing...
What?
That kind of marketing just didn't happen at the time,
Uh-huh.
No one went out and cut off a finger in order to be famous. Nowadays, everybody's chopping off their left foot. Look at me, I'm famous. The kid in.
Really? Name one.
I was gonna say who's the left foot? Who's the famous guy without his left foot?
Who's chopping off their fingers and their toes and their feet to be famous?
Ronnie Lott.
Who?
Ronnie Lott.
He chopped his leg off to be famous?
Chopped his finger off.
He did it to be famous?
No, he broke his finger in a game, and they told him that he couldn't play with his broken finger, so he cut it off.
But he didn't do it to be famous, though. He was already famous.
Pretty famous, yeah.
Okay. Who else?
Well, that's how many do you need? For God's sakes, I gave you one.
Well, Tony Iommi. I mean, he's the master of the trichord, and he cut his thumb off.
Yeah, now he's doing all kinds of goofy shit to regrow it.
Right.
Hot air balloon recently in the news. That they did that just to get a TV show on Lifetime or TLC. What had happened was this family sent their kid up, or not really.
Wait a minute, how's this relating to the history of heavy metal?
Aren't you following along?
No, I'm not. I know about the Balloon Boy and the hoax and everything, so where does this relate to heavy metal?
What could be more metal than Balloon Boy?
Okay.
They sent up a hot air balloon, and then they called the police, my son's in that balloon. Oh, my God, Himiny-Jiminy, my son's in a hot air balloon.
Did he say Himiny-Jiminy?
Himiny-Jiminy.
Oh, my God, my son is in that hot air balloon. Himiny-Jiminy. Himiny-Jiminy.
Himiny-Jiminy.
Who was he channeling? Some kind of Delta Blues player? Himiny-Jiminy.
Who the fuck is he supposed to be? Kunta Kinte? Jesus Christ. Himiny-Jiminy.
Lottie Miss Marty.
Himiny-Jiminy, don't beat me again, massa. Jesus. What is that? Himiny-Jiminy?
He's just channeling an 1860s slave.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got the true spirit of the Delta Blues. Soon he's going to be making his guitar weep and becoming crazy and homeless.
Himiny-Jiminy, my fingers is bleeding.
No one knows what's going on. And so they basically got a TV show off that,
No,
and
they
it
didn't.
worked.
No, it didn't.
To be honest, I'm a little envious. But
They didn't get a show, it didn't work, and now they're going to jail. And you're envious.
He didn't get a show out of that.
No, he got a jail sentence, or he's going to.
Right. They're getting charges pressed against him and everything else.
I'm jealous.
You need to watch the news a little closer.
Yeah, or at all.
Himiny-Jiminy. Turn on Fox News.
Himiny-Jiminy.
And nobody really had these crazy marketing ideas. Guerrilla, that's it, guerrilla marketing. That's what it's called. Guerrilla marketing tactics. No one would go out and, I don't know, cause trouble for the sake of a product. You know,
cause trouble for the sake of a product? Well, who's out there causing trouble for the sake of their product?
Balloon Boy.
Okay. But that wasn't supposed to cause them trouble. That was just supposed to be, done, under the radar.
Dude, let me just tell you a secret here. Don't try to dissect what this guy's thinking.
Okay.
This guy makes no sense.
Well, Himiny-Jiminy, let's get back to it.
All right, Himiny-Jiminy.
You could, I'd like to say that I'm one of those mischief makers. I'm kind of envious, to be honest, about, people, mischief. That's what I'm envious of these balloon people, this balloon family. They're insane. Like, I wish I could think of these ideas. People, and if I did that now, people would consider me a copycat, though. So it's kind of retarded, and that's actually a bad thing because it caused all these police to go up and look for a kid that's not missing. It's retarded. It's insane.
And now they're sitting on the street corners, playing the rusty strings on their guitars, singing the blues, making their fingers bleed.
What Scotty just wrote.
Himiny-Jiminy, don't beat me, master. What the fuck have I missed, guys? Himiny-Jiminy. He's envious of these people who caused a hoax and, got arrested and, now it's stupid.
Right.
But if he did it, he would be a copycat because it's already been done.
Right.
Anyway, a lot of people say that sex sells, but I don't have any ideas to go with that. I don't know. I have no idea why I said that.
I'm being channeled and forced to say things. I don't understand what's coming out of my mouth or why.
I have no idea why I said that.
I don't know why I said that. Oh my God. I'm gonna definitely grab that as a clip. It's just like a lot of people say that sex sells, but I don't know why I just said that.
Yeah, I have no idea why. He said, I have no idea why I just said that.
I don't have any ideas to go with that. I don't know. I have no idea why I said that. Back to the history of heavy metal. Robert Johnson being the first artist to sell his soul to Satan.
Really?
Manson did it now, and well, that's about it, really. Oh no, wait. There's some whiny ass screamo band that did it.
What?
I gotta think. I could think of him, maybe the singer for AFI. I don't know. If anyone knows, go into my chat room and tell me what whiny-ass emo singer sold his soul to Satan.
Really? Really?
Anybody at all? Nope, no one's in my chat room yet. Okay. Or call 646-595-2902. All right. Yeah, so...
Mm-hmm.
And... if you were to listen to Robert Johnson, it really did sound like he sold his soul to Satan.
It sounded like it.
How does that sound?
What does that sound like?
Yeah. What is the sound of selling your soul?
If you listen to his music, it sounds like it.
Because I've listened to his music, and I never picked up on the sound of him selling his soul, but I certainly heard my fingers bleeding.
The devil.
Himiny-Jiminy, they're bleeding again.
The devil went down to Georgia. He's looking for a soul to steal.
Himiny-Jiminy, he saw mine and decided to give it a feel.
The ultimate hub for metal talk is classicmetalshow.locals.com. Get free episodes, social commentary, and VIP exclusive content. It's our online home. That's classicmetalshow.locals.com.
Maybe that's just me. It's crazy. Crazy talking.
Yeah, you are crazy.
That's what it sounds like.
You should start writing blues songs, dude.
On
You're
Eric
crazy.
Clapton, which was really one of the first heavier bands. I guess it started off with, of course it starts off with the blues.
Okay.
And artists like Robert Johnson and Funhouse was another blues guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
Really influenced a lot of the classic rock styles, like Zeppelin and so forth. And the next big artist to come up was, actually it was Steppenwolf, because at this time there wasn't really a term for heavy music. And Steppenwolf you couldn't really consider heavy metal. They're just basic, classic pop or rock. And their song Born to Be Wild, pretty famous song. I don't know anyone who hasn't heard of it. And their song Born to Be Wild, they coined the term heavy metal thunder. And that's where, I don't know, somehow people caught on to this. And they're like, heavy metal, yes, that is brilliant.
Who's he impersonating?
The people that latched onto that song, to that saying.
Well, who would that be? I mean, what was that dialect?
It was they. Those people.
Who?
Those people.
Was he trying to do like a, sort of a British accent?
Yeah, that was him being Scotty.
That's what I shall call this most bodacious new music.
Bodacious music?
What is this? Did the Pilgrims discover heavy metal?
This guy sounds like Doghouse when Doghouse is doing an impression. He sounds like he's... yeah, that's what I was driving at. He's like ripping off Doghouse doing his Jeff Tate impression.
So a lot of, important scholars and crap, they date metal back to, the 60s and the 70s, late 60s, early 70s, and Steppenwolf was a late 60s act.
Really? Scholars did that?
Yeah.
They went back, a whole 40 years?
You know that heavy metal scholarship program?
They were able to trace back the tablets and the tiles back to the 60s, 40 years ago.
They're not old scholars. They're the new age scholars.
Oh, I see.
Really. So, and they coined the term heavy metal. After that was Cream. They really influenced the emotional aspect of the music. Cream was also late 60s, but Eric Clapton was the predominant force.
Was he?
And, yeah, everybody knows metal came from blues, the heaviness.
Everybody knows that.
That's what transferred over into, the Zeppelin and Sabbath.
So if everybody knows this, so what's the purpose of your show?
This guy is just walking around in loops. He just, every 2 minutes, he loops back to the same thing.
Yeah. How many times will he mention Eric Johnson again?
Yeah. No, Robert Johnson.
Oh.
Eric Johnson's the guy from the 90s.
Yeah, well, he was reincarnated from Robert Johnson.
He bought back that soul.
Right.
That's what I think.
Those were two of the root bands were Zeppelin and Sabbath. But actually, earlier today, before I got on, I drew this tree. I drew a heavy metal tree, and the root bands,
really?
Of course, were Cream.
Why don't you just watch the Sam Dunn movie and be done with it?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
This is only part one.
I know, but all you got to do is watch the Sam Dunn movie.
Yeah, the
A Headbanger's Journey. Just watch that, and that pretty much sums it up.
Well, why would I watch that when I've got this guy?
Right.
Down at the bottom. The blues is way down at the bottom. It's like the dirt of my heavy metal tree, right? And then Cream, influenced by Robert Johnson and Funhouse, and I guess
Howling Wolf.
this is weird, but I'm going to have to backtrack a little. Before Cream, there was the Yardbirds.
Mm-hmm.
And the Yardbirds were this, like, hippie pop group. Like, look at us, we're a hippie pop group. That's what they said. I don't know.
Really? That's what they said. Look at us, we're a hippie pop group.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Hey, who are you guys? Well, look at us. We're a hippie pop group.
That's right.
And a lot of really awesome bands came from the Yardbirds.
Okay.
But Clapton was in that band, and he decided to go his own do his own thing when he joined Cream. He quit the Yardbirds, joined Cream, and said, "Hey, this gay pop music isn't for me. I'm going to do something darker and bluesier."
Really? That's what Clapton said?
It's the way I heard it.
Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
Greetings and salutations, gentlemen. This is Jeff Tate. I would like to express my displeasure with this young whippersnapper. I do not consider him any sort of metal scholar, and I don't think any discussion of heavy metal history, not that I know much about heavy metal or even consider myself much of a listener, I don't consider any discussion complete without some mention of the classical composers and the opera. Because opera is one of the fundamental building blocks, if you will, of heavy metal. And notice, please, when I trill my R when I say opera.
How about Paganini?
Yes, Paganini and Rachmaninoff and Tchaikovsky.
Hey, Jeff,
I can hear you laughing.
Jeff, why is it? I want to go off topic for a minute, Jeff. Why is it that you've been lowering yourself to play shows with Lita Ford?
She's got a great ass.
You think?
Well, sometimes, what is his name? That boorish fellow she's married to.
Jim Gillette.
Jim Gillette?
Yes.
Nitro.
Mr. Gillette sometimes lets me wear the ball gag.
Sorry,
you wouldn't even know how close you are on that. And I said to him after the last time, Himiny-Jiminy, why don't you wash that thing out?
All right, that's enough.
Himiny-Jiminy, kiss me deadly. All right, Jeff, thanks for calling.
You're very welcome. Fuck you, pal.
Himiny-Jiminy.
Himiny-Jiminy.
And so, when he got together with the other members of Cream, they in turn influenced Sabbath and Zeppelin. So, it's actually like a timeline almost. And then...
what else would it be? You are talking about the history of heavy metal, so yes, it would be a timeline.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's sort of like a timeline.
kind of, sort of the same.
Yeah.
Steppenwolf was in the same time as Cream, you know, because all this music kind of emerged at once. Kind of like nowadays, there's a what do you call it? There's a bunch of bands, just boatloads of bands from like everywhere that do this hardcore, right? This is at the top of my tree that I drew: hardcore and screamo and melodic metal, you know.
They make up the leaves. They're not they're not the branches, they're just actually the leaves.
Right.
And because it's the newest like stuff to come out. And AFI really influenced a lot of that. I can't really think of too many like newer metal bands. I could, but it's kind of like you blank out when you're doing a radio show. I don't know if anyone else does a show on here, but I really just kind of went blank.
I guess that would help if you maybe made some notes and, wrote it out and, in front of you, and then you can cover each topic as you go along.
That's crazy talk.
I have all this information like in my head, but I didn't write it down. I started off with like a little script, but this ain't helping. Yeah. All right. It was a really, really short script, so
I know it's up there.
I apologize if I just blab on and on about stuff and that
stuff.
no one cares about at
Right.
all. And no one is in
20
the
minutes.
chat room. No one at all.
Okay.
It looks like I'm sleeping. I'm looking at my chat room right now, and it looks like the little guy on the right looks like he's asleep. I'm online, I promise. I don't... Come on, anybody at all.
This virtual guy fell asleep listening
It's
to him.
almost...
That's how
I'm gonna
exciting
put
he
in
is.
my chat room right now.
He's so exciting his icon went to sleep.
Ah, look at that. And, oh. All right.
All right.
So...
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So,
Wow,
yeah.
the show's almost over. I was actually, when I first started this show, I thought, what the crate am I going to talk about
What
for
the
like
what?
half an hour?
What
You
the
know?
what?
Like, seriously. What am I going to talk about?
Why even
I
bother
don't know
doing
if it
it? See, that again, this goes back to what I've always said. What makes these guys or gals even want to do a show if they have no idea what they want to talk about?
If you're already thinking about the end of the show before you start, you don't do it.
Yeah, it's just like, what makes you say, hey, I want to do a radio show? Well, I don't really have anything to talk about.
Well, they think they're so unbelievably interesting. And you know who this guy is?
Who?
He's the guy that at work everybody tells him, man, you're so funny. You know, you're so funny.
Yeah,
You should be on the radio. You should be a comedian.
Yeah, I need to share my talent with the world.
But then they get out there with no plan and no thought process behind it, and they suck.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
This poor bastard. Jesus Christ. I mean, he sounds like he's fucking just... I mean, he's losing his shit. I mean, yeah, as you said, he needs to fucking prepare. I was going to do a goddamn show on Blog Talk, but knowing that it could very easily come under the scrutiny of you guys, especially me, oh, fuck that shit now. There's no fucking way. Like, I mean, I thought about it. I had a, transcript of what I was going to do, but no fucking way now. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead and do it. Tell me what day and time it'll be on.
I can, yeah, we can have a nice laugh at my expense for about 2 hours.
Why not? We do every time you call.
Exactly. So imagine 2 hours of that shit. Seriously.
We already get 2 hours of that. What are you talking about?
What?
We already get 2 hours of that.
Well, no fucking shit. But did you get 2 hours of it just me just fucking up and becoming a mush-mouth little schlub over some fucking cheap, shitty phone-like show? I mean, hell. It'd be fucking... It'd be horrible.
Neeley, what do you think?
Well, I think MOL has had enough airtime on the CMS that he probably could come right out the gate as a pro.
I think so,
I'm
too.
sure I could. I'm sure it would be just fucking radio gold. Okay.
Well, let's try it out.
What?
Let's try it out.
Try what out?
Let's do it.
I'm not trying it out here. What the fuck?
You get yourself scheduled for about 2 weeks from now, and next week we'll announce when it's on the show so we can make sure your chat room is full and you have plenty of callers.
Oh, Jesus. That should be bad.
Come on, it'd be great. I might even call in 14 times.
You know what? Your phone calls would be a lot better than mine and probably be more substance and more intellectual. So
I promise that I will follow your lead, MOL, and I will wipe out my phone's address book entirely and just put in your phone number 40 times so that I'm sure whatever button I hit will dial your phone.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, well, hail and kill, boys. Yeah, that should be either an epic fail or great radio for you guys.
All right.
Probably both. All right.
Himiny-Jiminy.
Himiny-Jiminy.
Me off after a half hour, or if I should just hang up. Oh, it says I'm on. Like, I don't... Alright, so I guess we should stop. Well, since I only have 10 minutes left, I'll tell you what I got on my tree. The heavy metal roots. Alright, Cream came out at the same time as Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf.
How many times are we going to do this?
Let's see. And also from the Yardbirds came Zeppelin. Keith Moon of...
The Who.
Wait, yeah, The Who.
Yes.
Was actually making a joke, because after...
he said it'll go over like a Led Zeppelin.
That's how they came up with the name Led Zeppelin. What had happened was, alright, you got the Yardbirds, right?
He said he was the new Yardbirds, and he said, well, that'll go over like a Led Zeppelin. And they said, hey, let's call that Led Zeppelin.
Joined Cream, they became big. Himiny-Jiminy, right?
Himiny-Jiminy.
And to replace Clapton, they had Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. They had every famous guitar player you could think of.
Right.
You know, like in sequence in the Yardbirds. The Yardbirds were like one of the most influential bands. They weren't as influential as, say, the Beatles. That's just crazy talk. They influenced every genre of music. And I'd like someone to debate that, because no one will.
Really? Nobody? I will.
You'd have to be a complete retard to say that the Beatles had a small influence on music, because they influenced everything that you hear on the radio now. If there were no Beatles, there wouldn't be music as we know it. It would probably still be like big band music, or I don't know. I'm thinking
I'm thinking Elvis was out before the Beatles doing rock and roll.
Actually, the Beatles were influenced by
anyway,
Elvis.
But the Yardbirds were right under that. They had everything. Anyway.
They had Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page.
Was hired. And after a while, there were some disputes within the Yardbirds.
Really?
Basically, Jimmy Page was like, well, I want to take this in a darker, heavier direction. And so he quit, and I think they had Jeff Beck after him. I'm not sure. If anyone knows, enter my chat room, let me know if I'm wrong, but Jeff Beck was after Jimmy Page.
Sure.
And who went on to one of those, to be like the first, like really, I don't know, what do you call them? Intricate guitar players, kind of like nowadays we have Malmsteen and John Petrucci and Vai and Satriani. You know,
you mean John Petrucci?
Prodigies? I don't know. Those guitar players that are above everyone else. Well, Jeff Beck was one of those.
He would be known as a
like
technical guitar player.
I mean, he wasn't quite a Hendrix, but he was kind of he was the Joe Satriani of the day. 60s being the day. So. Anyway.
Okay.
After Jimmy Page had quit, and Keith Moon of The Who. Yeah, Jimmy Page quit Cream.
Yes.
Or no, not quit Cream. I'm sorry, quit the Yardbirds. And Keith Moon of The Who, which I think, and I can't be positive of this, but I think he was also doing drums in the Yardbirds. I don't know, because there were so many famous people in the Yardbirds. But
well, why don't you know? I thought you were giving the history of heavy metal. I don't get that. Why don't you know?
Why are you being so hard on the kid?
Well, I mean, I'm looking to this guy for some guidance and some direction, and to bolster my knowledge in the music. And now he's telling me I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. I'm sending this over to you, by the way, because of the conversation.
Was like,
all right.
Oh, well, so you're quitting to join another cool band, right? And Jimmy Page is like, yeah, and so Keith Moon said, well, your band's going to suck. In fact, they're going to sink like a Led Zeppelin. And that's how that came to be.
That's not the case. Jimmy Page was forming the new Yardbirds. And Keith Moon said, well, that'll go over like a Led Zeppelin.
That's the way you say it.
Okay.
I'm leaning toward the metal expert here over you, pal.
All right. He didn't say your band's going to suck and it's going to sink like a Led Zeppelin.
That's what he said.
He didn't.
That's what he said. That's going to get on the submarine and wash up on the beach with the whale.
Right.
Led Zeppelin, end of story. Bam, in your face, boom. And
really,
like
really, that's what Keith Moon said.
He said, "In your face."
Mm.
Ooh.
Hey, pinball wizards and arcade aficionados. Ready for a trip down memory lane, or maybe just a blast into the now? Welcome to Pinball PA, where we've got more than just games. We've got a time machine. With over 420 games, that's 200 plus pinball machines and another 200 plus arcade games, stretching all the way from the 1940s to the latest and greatest. Whether you're here for nostalgia or novelty, we've got you covered. And guess what? No quarters, no tokens. Just pay the admission fee and it's all you can play. Perfect for birthday parties, team building events, or those special educational STEM and STEAM field trips. Need a spot for some spontaneous fun? No reservations are needed. Just come on down to the Hopewell Shopping Center at 2284 Broadhead Road, Suite 10B in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. For more information, check out our site at www.pinballpa.com or give us a ring at 412-423-8532. Pinball PA, where every play is a free play.
Wow, Keith was a badass motherfucker.
He's a bad man.
He was.
All right, that's so Cream to Zeppelin and Black Sabbath, who came out of Birmingham, England. They were actually more influenced by the Beatles, and I really like the Roots. They're also in the Roots. They came out of the tree that I drew here. They came out at the same time as Zeppelin, Sabbath and Zeppelin, and both were pretty influential. According to VH1, Zeppelin's #1 as the influential force behind heavy metal, and Sabbath's #2, and I'm going to have to disagree. I think most metal fans would disagree with that. Black Sabbath is pretty much, the invention of heavy music. Because, Zeppelin made electric guitars popular. Okay, so what? Jimmy Page was, he was innovative, and he had a whale.
What are you talking about?
Vocal, like nothing else out there.
Like nothing else out there.
But Sabbath had lyrics on that were just dark and evil. Like, I can't believe he just said that. When I was 11 years old, I
can't believe you just said that.
Like, he just didn't even know. It just ended.
No.
The imagery was like people dying, being shot, and it's a reality. I mean, people go to war every day, even today, and the imagery is just as real today as it was back then. And no, their albums didn't go to #1 like Zeppelin's. Of course, everybody loved Zeppelin. Everybody wanted to, put Zeppelin on the pedestal, but Sabbath people were in shock. That's why it didn't go to #1. The greatest art never hits #1 right away.
Is this MOL's brother?
People were in shock. It didn't go to #1.
Doesn't he talk like MOL's brother?
Mm-hmm. And they were in shock, and it didn't go to #1, and the best artists, usually never hit #1.
Yeah, so hail and kill.
It takes time, and it's the test of time that really shows what a band is capable of. And wow, let me tell you, they're still running. I think Zeppelin and the Beatles will be like, or not Zeppelin, Sabbath and the Beatles will be tied for like longest running people still buying their albums after years and years. When Ozzy dies, people will still buy Sabbath, which was in the 60s and 70s, and Ozzy's not going to die for a while. He's,
How does he know that? Ozzy could fall dead of a heart attack tomorrow for all he knows.
Dude, please.
He's not going to die.
This guy said he's not going to die, so you know what? He's not.
He's not going to die for a while, so there's nothing to worry.
Don't sweat it.
Right.
Ozzy's alive and kicking.
Right.
Well, okay, maybe. He's been through a lot of drugs, obviously, but wow. His music is almost timeless. It is timeless. His music is timeless.
Ozzy did not write the Sabbath tunes. Actually, it was Geezer Butler wrote most of the Sabbath tunes. So,
and Tony.
So it's not Ozzy's music that's timeless.
Yeah.
And Dio Sabbath never really did much for me. I'm just going to throw that out there. If anyone likes Dio...
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
I have 2 minutes left of my show, but still, if anyone likes Dio better than Ozzy Sabbath, go ahead and give me a call, 646
Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
2902. Anybody who's listening at all, and I honestly don't think anyone's listening. I don't know why. I think I have a good show. I don't know if I'm boring everybody out there.
Yeah, I'm afraid you are.
Probably sounds boring, but it's not boring to me.
Right.
So I literally have 1 minute.
Okay.
Countdown.
I'm a little scared.
Scared?
To say that. Wait. Okay.
Okay.
I have 90 seconds remaining.
Okay. What do I fill it up with?
So,
plug your next
conclusion, show. There's going to be a part 2.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to extend it to 45 minutes next show.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
Every night at 11. I'm going to do weekday nights at 11. Tonight's going to be 30 minutes. Next show is going to be 45 minutes. And I'm going to have to work my way up to an hour. I just really had to get into the whole thing here. Yeah, so... All right. Every night at 11, come in and listen. It's Heavy Metal Radio.
It's Heavy Metal Radio.
Remember where we stopped off? At Sabbath and Zeppelin, and I'll probably do like a little recap.
No.
Like you're watching a TV show.
So we started off with Eric Johnson.
Last week on
and how crazy people sing the blues.
Or whatever crap you watch. I don't know. I think most people out there like to watch, what are the popular shows? Grey's Anatomy? I hear that's so popular, but I don't know a single person that watches that.
Okay.
All right, so I hope somebody heard this or hears this and thinks I'm funny. All right.
Oh, you're funny, all right, dude.
I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, same place. All right, bye.
Same bat place, same bat channel. All right. Thank you, Crispy Bacon.
He was good.
He's Crispy Bacon. Get it?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Crispy Bacon?
Yeah, it's Crispy Bacon. Crispy Bacon.
That's great.
That's him. And our own Eric Braverman can sum up the history of heavy metal in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Right.
How the metal all happened. You can just go back to like Robert Johnson, then listen to Willie Dixon, then Chuck Berry, then that's where Bo Diddley comes in, then Elvis steals it from the black people, then the Beatles turn it into a group with dual guitars together and doing crazy stuff, then the Stones get a switchblade and more drugs and stir it into that, then Hendrix comes along with the guitar god sick distortion, blow it up, light it on fire, let's get down with Chicks Tonight craziness, then Zeppelin comes in, ramps that up a bit, then Sabbath comes in and adds the evil after that. Then Angus Young invents headbanging. Then Priest kicks the blues out, turns it all into very square arrangements and spiky stuff, dual guitar metal. Then Maiden pushes that even farther, longer songs, crazier imagery, more hell on earth. Then Metallica makes that crunchier, faster. How could they make it any meaner, nuttier? And then Slayer takes the whole thing and makes flapjacks out of it. And there you go.
See? He said it in a minute and 10 seconds what this kid could only verbalize, and, well, God knows how long it's going to take for him to get through the whole heavy metal history.
All right, what's the bets on how long the show goes before he cancels it?
I'm going to say it's going to go... He's already did one episode. Two. Okay, so I'm going to say it's going to go 4 episodes. 4.
That's a good number there. Should we? I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna say that he quits at the 3rd one.
Really? Okay.
When nobody has listened.
All right.
Oh, we'll find out this week, won't we?
Sure.
It's nightly, 11 o'clock.
Crispy.
Might have to call in at 2 in the morning.
Oh, that's too fucking funny.
That's good.
It's fantastic. Well, there's a new guy there that could take the Metal Lessons spot on the CMS radio network.
I think maybe next week we should bring him back to reevaluate to see what do you think? To see if he can take over or not.
Yeah.
I think next week he comes right back.
Sure.